There we go. Um, Brenda, you were talking about at school, how Nick gets to socialize with some of the other children.
Yeah, Nick is in the contained classroom, but they do have time where they will go to the regular ed classrooms. They have something called like a bulldog block is what they call it. And they go to the regular classroom to take attendance. Um, they pick up papers and assignments and have some get to know you games that they hold with the other kids. Just gives the other kids a chance to know Nick and some other classmates, and it gives Nick some socialization with other peers that do not have special needs. And some of those kids are selected then just based on their empathy and based on just the caring skills that they have. They're selected, or they're volunteers that will come into the rooms and have lunch with Nick, so that he can socialize with other children, and they can be an example to them. They could help teach Nick by watching how they're drinking and just socializing with him. And one of the things that that has brought about is we'll be out in the grocery store or somewhere, and the kids will come up and go, "Mom, that's Nick." And Nick just lights up and he gets all excited when they're there. So those are really good to have the socialization, and it gives him a chance to feel like he belongs in the school too. As far as the teachers' communication to the families and how we communicate with each other, we've got a notebook that we send to school and they send back, and we'll put in there whether Nick needs extra medication or Nicholas hasn't had a stool that day. That kind of communication kind of lets us know whether he's going to be extra grumpy today because he hasn't gone, or just different communication helps us work together as far as we're working on this skill. Can you work with this at school? And they'll send back a note saying we're working on this and he's doing really great at this today, or even he's tried a new food, he really likes this texture. So those communications help us with just day-to-day activities as far as, do I need to give him more medication, or maybe I need to cut back on the medication because he's too tired at school. So it really helps to keep that going together.
You mentioned that Nick was at about what level?
Yeah, Nick is, the schools will do different tests. I believe they do it every, say, 4 to 6 years. And it's to, they give you a group of tests, and they test kind of what age category he fits into. And right now they're testing them between a 12-month and a 14-month-old capabilities, and based on different skills such as communication, or his OT or PT skills, on what level they think that he's at. Nick is told to be about a 12 to 14-month-old skill range. We did know that he's pretty much maxed out as far as where they say he's going to be, and that he'll be needing care for his lifetime. And we can just hope that maybe, like I said, the group home would be somewhere for him. We just need to decide whether we'd want to put him in there at 21, or, you know, wait till later in life. And there's pros and cons for both.